170 pounds for the Tigers, Tucker Feeney. Quarterlength, Lucas Slack. At 182 pounds for the Tigers, AJ Haas. Quarterlength, Dominic Tucker. At 195 pounds for the Tigers, Gavin Schaefer. Quarterlength, Damian Shunky. At 220 pounds for the Tigers, Keaton Walerius. Quarterlength, Owen Warren. And at 285 pounds for the Tigers, Caleb Whitty. Quarterlength, Navarro Shunky. Tigers are coached by Justin Coleman, assisted by Ethan Hoppy and Travis Christensen. Lengths are coached by Derek Godwin. Assistant coaches Mike Walker, Tom Easter, Frank Preston, and volunteer coaches Gail Hayback and Matt Schramm. Tonight's official is Jeremy Iyer.
Test.
Assisted by Kirk Strand. Let's wrestle.
Welcome to tonight's duel, where the number 1 ranked Brandon Valley Lynx will be taking on the Tigers of Marshall, Minnesota. The coin flip is going on right now. I think we will be starting at 106 pounds. One of the better matches of the night, Trevin Omi, ranked 5th in the state, taking on Landon Marthaler, a freshman from Marshall. Marthaler having a good year. He's 29-5. I believe ranked number 10 in AA in Minnesota. And yes, we will be starting at 106.
At 96 pounds, Landon Marthaler for the Tigers, Trevin Omi for the Lynx.
Omi coming off a 3rd place finish at the Brookings Invite last weekend. Tough weight class. Nice job by both wrestlers right here. Omi's got his laces down. He needs to push back in the hips. He can look to score here if he can get on that elbow. Nice job by Marthaler. Scramble. In on a single is Omi, and he's going to score this, and he might get some backers. No, he's going to get the 2. Omi's in a little bit of a rough spot with that arm buried right there, and Marthaler gets out, and he's going to be right back in on Omi. Still no escape, and he's going to get the reversal. No. Still Omi in control, waiting for the ref to give the 1. Still no control. There's the 1. It is 2-1 in favor of Omi. Marthaler drops in on another nice shot. Omi's got it stuffed, but he needs to improve his position. He goes for a little Oki tilt, and he's going to be okay here, but he needs to come back up, which is what he's doing. Now he's high. Marthaler's going to come out the back door here, right here. He looks like this is a position he likes to be in. Nice job by Omi scrambling out. Omi's getting close. If he can get his left arm in there and Marthaler adjusted. Stalemate. Good action by both guys. Marthaler's been in on about 7 shots. Nice carry by Marthaler. Omi's got the wrestle. He kept the wizard. Great job. The pace has been great here so far. Again, that backdoor action by Marthaler. This is a situation I'm sure he's really good at and is going to continue getting there. So far, Omi's been able to scramble out of these positions, but he's getting close to being put in some dangerous positions. That's the end of the first period. Omi leads 2-1. Looks like Omi's going to pick down to start the second. Marthaler dropping right back in. He can do this for a little bit, but he's going to get hit for stalling if he keeps doing it. Omi needs to probably keep moving. If he can bait Marthaler and to continue to drop down to that single, it's going to benefit him in the third period. Marthaler doing a nice job on top. He's coming out to the side, making Omi come. There you go. He comes up. Nice job. Still nothing. Marthaler's still in control. Omi's got his left arm really deep, and that's allowing Marthaler to hold on. The ref gave the escape maybe a bit early, if you ask me, but it is 3-1, but Marthaler dropped right in on a shot, and Omi scrambling. Nice job. Omi needs to come up with this leg. This is an advantage position for Marthaler, but we're going to get a potentially dangerous. It worked out okay for Omi. That was a dangerous spot he was about to be in. If I'm Omi, I need to pull the trigger quicker because Marthaler is picking up the pace and he's hitting a lot of shots. Omi's doing a good job of keeping his arms short there. He's in on a single. Marthaler's got stuff. Now this is where Omi needs to come out the back door, similar to what Marthaler was doing. Both guys doing a great job in this position. And Marthaler almost scoring. Omi's back in on the whizzer. We got about 20 seconds left in the second period. And Marthaler's going to chase this down. He's getting really close. He still doesn't have it. We're down to 10 seconds. Omi's doing a great job. And Marthaler has still not been awarded any points. And I don't think he's going to. There it is with 2 seconds left. The ref awarded the points. We got a tie match at 3 heading into the third period. It is Marthaler's choice. Marthaler's going to choose down. He's getting really deep with that right arm again and allows Marthaler to just hang on it and get Omi out of position. Right there it is again. Omi, he's getting some counts. The ref might have missed one right there. Nice job. Omi horsed him right to his back, and he's going to settle in here. This is going to be a tough position for Marthaler. Boy, he's getting close. That might be it right there. And that is it. Brendan Omi, tie match, ends it with a pin here in the third with a minute and 32 left to spare. Great match. Great action by both guys. Coming up at 113 pounds, Hayden McGuire, currently ranked 3rd in the state of South Dakota, taking on Dawson DeCamp, an 8th grader from Marshall. Hayden McGuire's had a good year. He's looked really impressive in the last few matches. He also took 3rd at the Brookings Infight after losing in the semis. McGuire's got an underhook right into a drag. Right into another underhook, into an ankle pick. Wow. Great action by Hayden McGuire. McGuire staying behind the arms. He's got a 2-on-1, looking for a wrist tilt. DeCamp comes to his feet, and he is sucked right back. And we're in a front headlock situation. DeCamp to his feet. McGuire drops in on a single. No points yet. And McGuire brings him back to the mat. 2-0 still in the first period. 1 minute remaining. Camp comes up, McGuire brings him right back down. 40 seconds left in the first period. McGuire holding on to a deep waist and a wrist. DeCamp has had some success coming to his feet, but he's slowed here. And he's up and he is away. 2-1, 30 seconds left. McGuire's going to want to end up on top here. Back to a drag, right into an underhook and into a whip over position, and he almost gets back points, but will settle with a takedown. 4-1, 15 seconds left in the first period. And that's going to do it for the first period. I believe it's DeCamp's choice here in the second. No, I take it back. It is Hayden McGuire who will defer to DeCamp. And DeCamp's going to go down. I look for Hayden McGuire. You're going to probably start seeing him cut him loose a little bit, get a few more takedowns before he starts working a little harder on top. Caution, bottom man. McGuire's got a wing and a wrist. He's doing a good job here. DeCamp's fighting him, and McGuire's going to get this. He's not getting a count, but he's close, and he is now, or he got one, and he should be getting more. I don't understand it. There it is. He'll get a full set of 5, and the ref is holding 3 back points right now, and that's it. Pin, Hayden McGuire. That moves the dual score 12-0 in favor of the Lynx, going into 120 pounds, where Jesse Johnson, a junior, ranked number 2 in the state, is taking on Braden Chandler. Chandler's only a 7th grader, but he's actually having a very good year. He's 14-3 on the year. Very impressive. Chandler in on a nice high crotch. And Jesse's scooting the corner. He better watch his right hand there. And he gets out and scores the 2. Chandler with a nice shot. And Jesse Johnson right into a tilt and nothing. Nice attempt by Jesse. He's still okay. He's still in control. And that's going to be 2-1. Slide by attempt and throw attempt by Chandler. Out of bounds. Minute and 30 left to go here in the first period. And another nice high crotch, almost into a carry for Chandler. Johnson's going to score this one easy. And a switch attempt. And Chandler's in good position. Looks like Johnson's going to try and re-switch him. Cast his hips over, and he's close to getting back points, but Chandler wisely goes to his belly. Chandler, he's putting himself in some bad positions, but he's wrestling hard through them. 4-2 in on a double is Jesse Johnson. Nice finish, almost to his back. He does have a leg Turk, and if he can take his right arm across the shoulder, he's going to get some back points, but it looks like he might have lost the leg. He's still working it, and Chandler bellies out. 6-2, 30 seconds left in the first period. Roll through tilt. Jesse Johnson, he's getting some counts. I believe he got a 2 count. He did. The ref is holding 2. It's going to push the score from 6-8 to 2 in favor of Jesse Johnson in the closing seconds of the first period. It's going to be Chandler's choice. He'll defer to Johnson. Johnson's going to go neutral. And why not? Johnson's having his way with Chandler on his feet. And double over attempt for Johnson. Nice shot by Chandler. Johnson stuffs the shot. I think Chandler's got some strength here. He's no stranger to these positions, and he looks strong, and Johnson felt it and wisely held on for a stalemate. Another nice high crotch attempt. I have to think that Chandler has a nice carry or dump out of that high crotch, just the way he's hitting it, which Jesse Johnson has to be careful about, the way he's staying out front. Johnson's going to get 2, and Chandler's on his back. He looks like he might got hurt right there, and I think so, but regardless, that's going to be a pin for Jesse Johnson, which is going to make the score 18-0 in favor of the Lynx. Going into 126 pounds, where number 2 ranked Jordan Omi will be taking on, my guess, Braden Chandler's brother, Drew. Drew Chandler, a freshman from Marshall. Jordan coming off a title at the Brookings tournament, had a great year. Only loss in state is to the number 1 ranked wrestler from Rapid City in a 1-point match out at the East-West duels. And Jordan's a wrestler. If you've never seen him, he's going to put a lot of pace on you. Nice takedown, Jordan Omi. Underhook into a snatch single. And I've said this last match and it didn't happen, but I would bet to see Jordan Omi hit some takedowns here. He's going to cut him loose, and he's going to score some points here before he gets to work on top. Very physical snaps, and that's another 2 points for Jordan, 4-1. And here he goes again. He's going to cut him loose, 4-2. Nice job by Chandler. Caught Omi hanging a little bit and attempted to slide by. We back on. Nice swing single right into a seatbelt position. And this is going to be tough for Chandler, but he does get out of it. Omi had him in a home run position, but Chandler wisely bailed out. It is 6-2. 1 minute left in the first period. And Omi's going to go for another one. 6-3 with that escape. 45 seconds left to go. Nice shot to a goal behind for Jordan Omi. 8-3, 35 seconds. Out of bounds, 15 seconds left, 8-3 in favor of Omi. Caution, top man. And that's going to do it for the first period, with Omi leading 8-3. Nice crowd on hand tonight for the Lynx. I believe there's one more home event slated for next week with Mitchell and Watertown, which would be another good one. Omi chooses down, gets to his feet. Chandler doing a nice job riding. Omi needs to cut his right arm through, which he does. He's back in that seatbelt position. Foot sweep and reversal. Nice job by Jordan Omi. 10-3, and Omi goes right to work on that wing and a wrist. Take it back, a wing and a half. And he's going to run the wing first. You're going to see this a lot from the Brandon Valley Lynx. They run this wing half where they run the wing first and then they'll jump sides and run the half, and this is it. Very effective, and Chandler's in a rough spot here. This is going to end in a 6-point fall in favor of Omi. He's got to be close. He's readjusting, and he's off, but now he's running the half, and now that is tight. It's a long time left to be on your back here with 50 seconds left remaining in the second. Chandler doing a great job. Omi just adjusted, and this is going to make things hard, and it is a fall for Jordan Omi, which will push that score to 24-0 in favor of the Lynx. Up next, Jordan's twin brother, Trayson Omi. Trayson, the returning state champ from last year, runner-up the previous year, and currently ranked number 1 in the state. This is, I believe, his first match back from a little knee injury. He weighed in this past week on Tuesday, but I believe he accepted a forfeit. So, hopefully Trayson's feeling back at it. He is taking on Dylan Luagi, a sophomore who is 33-2 for Marshall. Obviously having a great year. I'm not sure what he is ranked in AA, but my guess is he is somewhere among the top 10. Trayson wrestles a similar style to his brother Jordan. Very physical, heavy on the head, snaps in your face, loves scoring takedowns, and you'll see him score a couple before he really gets to work on top. Nice job by Dylan Luagi. Working Trayson Omi to the edge. Shot attempt by Luagi. These two are really feeling each other out here. Not a whole lot of committed attacks yet. More hand fighting. Starting to settle into the match a little bit right now. .40 seconds left in the first period. Compared to the matches we've had so far tonight, the action's really slow, but both wrestlers obviously very good and definitely just feeling each other out. I would expect the pace to really pick up here as the match progresses. 20 seconds. There you go. Trayson needs to really take advantage of the positions he's getting his hands in. He's kind of hanging on the head rather than pulling. There's the underhook by Omi. 10 seconds left. High crotch attempt by Luagi. Now front head position. Trayson Omi has his arm buried, and Luagi doing a good job of holding on. That's going to end the first period. Time match at 0. It's going to be Luagi's choice, and he's going to go down. Luagi's up and out. 1-0 in favor of Dylan Luagi early in the second period. Nice job by Dylan Luagi circling Trayson Omi out of bounds and back to the middle for a restart. We're approaching halfway through the match, or halfway through the second period, and we've yet to see either wrestler really take a committed attack. And that's the first one, and that was a deep, nice shot by Dylan Luagi. Trayson Omi felt it and kicked out. Back on their feet. One minute left in the second period. Luagi with another attack on Omi's right leg. Omi needs to pick it up a little bit. We got about 30 seconds left in the second. Omi's doing a good job of cutting the mat off. It looks like he's getting ready to try and hit one here in this match to maybe test the hips of Luagi because he's yet to get down there. Luagi hits a nice shot and stall call at the same time against Trayson Omi. So this period is going to end 1-0, but Trayson Omi has just been hit for stalling. And another ankle pick attempt by Milwaukee. Nice shot. The time expired, and Tracy Nomi is going to pick down to start the third period. He's working to his feet. And Milwaukee gets him flat. He's doing a good job of riding that left leg of Omi. Omi's got to be careful. He comes up, but and he cuts him free. No escape yet, and he is still down. Milwaukee right in on another shot. Minute and 35 left to the third period. Milwaukee leads 1-0. Omi hits that tripod stand-up. Milwaukee does a nice job of hooking that leg. You'd have to think, though, he's going to come loose like he did once Trayson got to his feet, but I would think this match would be won on the feet, but maybe not, and there it is. That's all tied up at 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Milwaukee's had some success getting to Omi's left leg on that ankle pick, and there it is again. And Omi in on a shot of his own. Milwaukee scrambling. He needs to come out the back door here. He needs to step over that leg with his right. They're all tied up right now. Omi's doing a good job putting pressure on that left leg of Milwaukee. And now Omi needs to keep his heels down, and out of bounds they go. 1-1. 34 seconds left in the third. Omi a little slow getting back to the center. He's got to be careful of that. He has been warned for stalling. Again, I would expect Milwaukee to be back on that ankle pick. He's found some success with that shot here. 25 seconds left. And Milwaukee hits a nice shot, carry, and he gets the takedown over Trayson Omi, and that's going to do it. Milwaukee wins the match 3-1. A nice shot and finish. Great match by both guys. Dylan Milwaukee looked tough here heading into the third period. Wasn't tired at all and finished it off with a really nice match. Moving on to 138 pounds, number 1 ranked in the state, Alex Menser, returning state finalist, undefeated on the year, will be taking on Colin Clankin, a sophomore from Marshall, Minnesota. Metzer off to a great start this year. Of course, he got sick and was unable to wrestle at the Minnesota Christmas tournament this year with a lot of his teammates, but Menser just scored 2 real quick takedowns, and he cut Clinkin free instantly. 4-2 with a minute and 40 left in the first period. Underhook Menser, nice shot and finish, and he's gonna get some back points right out of this. He's gonna stay on that. Clinkin doing a good job fighting it, but if Menser could elevate that leg, and he did, and he's getting a full set of 3 back points. Ref holding 3 as he is still in the same move that he just scored with. And he got it, and he is in on a far side cradle, and this is going to be tight. This is one of the moves that you see Alex hit a lot. Clinkin doing a good job. Alex is adjusting. He's got to get his left knee. Well, he comes all the way out, and a little unconventional finish to a cradle, but he does get the fall at 138 pounds. The score stands 30-3 heading into 145 pounds. At 145, sophomore Gavin Chapman from Brandon Valley, ranked number 4 in the state, will be taking on Aiden Madison, a freshman from Marshall, Minnesota. Chapman also off to a great start, great year. He's a fun guy to watch. He's very physical. Nice job. Underhook to a knee tap, and he's going to score this. And Chapman, one of the more physical wrestlers on the team, extremely heavy on the head and always pushing and snapping. He had a leg in on the right side, which he just got out of. He's working a cross face. And it looks like we might have a little blood time from the Marshall Tiger. Score stands at 30-3 in favor of the Lynx over the Marshall Tigers. Waiting to, looks like the blood time is being cut. They're just cleaning off, who do we have here? Aiden Madison. They're going to clean the mat, and we'll be resuming here shortly. Madison will be down as action resumes. Minute and 20 left in the first period. Chapman running a wrist, doing a good job keeping pressure forward. Madison having a tough time coming up with Gavin Chapman just driving forward, just doing all the things you like to see in the top position. You know, he's a little different wrestler than what you just saw as far as the Omis and Metzer, where he doesn't give up the free escape points as often as they may. He likes to really work on top. And he's working a wing and a wrist. And if he can get this, he may have a tilt, but he is off that. So he's back to work on top. He's scraping the head, looking for a cradle. And he's done a good job here. He's got time. He's got about 30 seconds left. If he can keep it on the mat, nope. Madison able to get to his belly. 20 seconds left in the first period. And you have to think that maybe Chapman was hoping to get Madison reaching so he could go for a head arm here to finish the period. I wouldn't expect to see Gavin Chapman cut him loose with 15 seconds left. Hard cross pace by Chapman, and that's going to do it for the first period. I believe it's Chapman's choice. No, it was Madison's choice, who defers to Chapman, and he selects down. Chapman up and out, and he's going to get a quick goal behind to push that score to 5-0. You know, Marshall has a very young team this year. I'm looking at 2 seniors, but there is a lot of freshmen, sophomores sprinkled in, or a couple 7th and 8th graders as well. So future is pretty bright for Marshall, and they're going to call it potentially dangerous, as the referee did not like where the shoulder of Madison was at. Minute and 35 left in the second period. Madison is down. Chapman on a wing wrist, and he's going right back to it. He's going to get Madison turned. Madison fighting, but there's a lot of time left, and Gavin is sitting out right now, making this extremely uncomfortable, and it's going to be real close for the fall. Boy, it's Madison doing a great job keeping his right shoulder off the mat. And Gavin Chapman lifting the head of Madison. A lot of fight out of Madison right here. Chapman trying about everything he can to get those shoulders down, and he gets it. Second period fall for Gavin Chapman, making the score 36-3 as we head into 152 pounds, where one of the three seniors for Brandon Valley sits. Caden Langenhorst will be taking on a sophomore from Marshall, Tate Condenzo. Tate, definitely one of the leaders on the Marshall team. 33-3 on the year. Again, I don't have the stats, but I can imagine he's ranked somewhere in the top 5 in the AA rankings for the Minnesota State. Langenhorst needs to take his left hand off the head of Condenzo and get to the shoulders. You can just see the slide by coming as Langenhorst hangs with that left. Condenzo pummels in. Langenhorst missed some time due to injury as well. He had, I believe, a month ago he was out with a knee injury, and then recently hurt a rib in the Brookings tournament, but he is back. And nice takedown carry by Condenzo, and he puts a leg in right away, and he's got a power half. And if Langenhorst's rib is not better, this is not going to make it feel good. As Condenzo doing a good job getting a leg in and cranking on him. For the moment, Langenhorst out of trouble. Langenhorst does a nice job getting Condenzo back on his hips. Condenzo's back on that power half. He is riding his legs pretty shallow where he's using a lot of energy to hang on right there. It's not a fun position to be in, but with 10 seconds left, I don't think you're going to see him make any adjustments. And now he's kind of slid his legs back where he's riding a little more comfortably on top of Langenhorst. That's going to do it for the first period. And it will be Langenhorst's choice. And he'll defer to Condenzo, who will go down. And Condenzo is out quickly, pushing the lead to 3-0 over Caden Langenhorst. Slide by attempt. Overhook for Condenzo, but he looks pretty comfortable here. It's a position most wrestlers wouldn't exactly want to be in, and they're a little tied up at the moment, and Langenhorst gives up the takedown to make the score 5-0 in favor of Condenzo. And the leg goes back in, and he looking to hook up a cradle, and he may have had it as they go out of bounds. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the second period. 5-0 in favor of Condenzo. Looks like Condenzo was a little early there, but I think the ref's going to take that one. No caution on either wrestler. My guess is Condenzo's going to get those legs in again, which he just did with his right, but he is a little high. If Langenhorst could probably hit a swim move to get Condenzo off him, but fails to do so, and now he does have Condenzo's right arm, but it's probably not going to help him much as Condenzo puts in a deep, deep half, and he's got Langenhorst in a lot of trouble, and he is getting some counts. The ref is holding 3 back points for Condenzo, and there is a long 35 seconds left in this period, and things just got a little tighter for Langenhorst as Condenzo switched his hips, and he will get the fall at 152 pounds to make the score 36-9 in favor of Brandon Valley. Moving along to 160. Brandon Valley is open tonight as Sabrin Bortnam is still recovering from injury. So Lucas Steltler will get the forfeit, and that will bring up 170 pounds, where we have Lucas Slack, again, another second-ranked wrestler for the Lynx, taking on Tucker Fiend from Marshall, Minnesota. Lucas Slack, quarterback for the state runner-up football team this year, having a great year. Couple losses on the year, looking to avenge them later this year. He took 3rd place at the state tournament last year. Lucas is a real long, big 170-pounder, taking on a much shorter 170-pounder from Marshall. This is just yet another underclassman for Marshall, as they, like I said earlier, they have just a ton of sophomores in this lineup with a few middle school wrestlers and 2 seniors. So very young, very competitive team. They fight for everything, so you got to give them that. Slack with the takedown. Much like Gavin Chapman, you'll see Lucas Slack ride fairly hard before he starts cutting his opponents free for takedowns. Again, you're seeing that same technique where you got a half Nelson, a wrist, and a wing. Something the Lynx work very hard on. Fiend does a nice job of getting out of that to his feet, and Slack with a nice mat return. Almost right into a tilt, but back to his wing. He captures the wrist. 15 seconds left in the first period. 2-0 in favor of Lucas Slack. Lucas Slack's choice for the second period. He's going to defer to Marshall. And Fiend's going to go underneath Lucas Slack to start the second period. Slack's right back to that wing on the right side. He's just going to keep working this. And that's, again, a Gavin Chapman, a Lucas Slack. They're going to wear you down a little differently than that of Trevin and Trayson and Jordan Omi or a Damien and Shunky. They're going to really work on top, and a little different style of wrestling. But these little attempts that Lucas Slack is having is going to definitely eventually start taking more and more out of his appointment. And as you can see, he's getting closer and closer, and he's going to get some backers out of this, and there it is. Boy, that's tight again, and this is about the 4th pin we've seen in that same hold. So pin for Lucas Slack early in the second period, and making the score 42-15 for the Lynx. Up next, one of the seniors, Dominic Tucker, at 182 pounds, currently ranked 4th in the state at 182 pounds, taking on AJ Haas, a sophomore from Marshall. Dom really likes underhooks and puts a lot of pace going forward. He has to be careful of headlocks when he does this because it's an easy situation to be caught. Somewhat of a snap / shot from Haas, giving Tucker an easy go behind. My guess you'll see Tucker also cut Haas loose a little bit and look for a few more takedowns, but currently he is working on top. Traditionally, he's a guy that might cut you loose to get a few more points before he starts working real hard on top. And Tucker, almost like an ankle waist breakdown, but gets Haas all the way to his back for a quick 2 near fall, making the score 4-0. 50 seconds left in the first period. And he's got him over again. And he's going for a butcher right in from one thing to the next, and this is going to be pretty tight here. And that's it. Pin for Dominic Tucker, first period at the minute and 30 mark, making the score 48-15. Moving on, 195 pounds, senior Damian Shunke, ranked number 1 in the state, taking on a freshman, Gavin Schaefer. Shunke, of course, signed with Arizona State to wrestle next year. Schaefer, a big freshman for Marshall, coming out here. Damian's going for his 3rd state title this year after missing last year due to knee injury. Slide by Shunke, and he's going to cut him loose to score some more. Damian and his brother both have a lot of success on the international stage. Damian, a double All-American at the Junior National Championships in Fargo 2 summers ago. As his brother, Navarro, was a 2-time national champ in both styles this summer in freestyle and Greco. So another takedown, making the score 6-2, 6-3 with the escape. Shunke with a couple of double underhooks, and he releases one. Rushing to a double. He's in on a single now on the edge of the mat. And he's going to get the 2 points. 8-3 as they go out of bounds. 45 seconds left in the first period. Shunke's going to release him. 8-4. Damian does a nice job with the 2-on-1 right to a double. Another takedown for Shunke, 10-4, and it looks like he's going to try and get another one here in the first period before time expires. Schaefer's going to have his hands full tonight, but you know, it's fun for these guys to compete when you get a chance to compete with a wrestler that is going to be going to a Pac-12 school next year. And that will do it for the first period. 12-5 in favor of Shunke. Schaefer is going to pick down. And Shunke cuts him loose and instantly gets the takedown. 14-7 now in favor of Shunke early in the second period. Another nice double leg. Schaefer doing a nice job getting his hips back on this one, right on the edge of the mat. There's not a lot of room to work. That's going to do it. Nope. Nice job by Schaefer competing in that position. 14-7. Schaefer holding on and trying to prevent the go behind by Shunky. 18-7, and Shunky's going to let him go. Takedown. 18-8 now. 55 seconds left in the second period. Schaefer goes for a headlock. Slip by Shunky and takedown. 20-9. Nice action by Damian Shunky. 22-10, 25 seconds left in the second period. That's going to do it for the second period. As Shunky leads 22-10, my guess you'll see Shunky go neutral and just keep going to work here rather than waste time on bottom. Here we go as the third period starts. That's the thing. Sometimes, you wrestle guys like this. Damian Shunky, as great as his leg attacks are, he's also very dangerous to be in over-under positions with because of his Greco-Roman background. So not real fun to wrestle for, I'm sure, a freshman. Schaefer, as Shunky gets a nice double leg takedown on the edge of the mat. 24-10, and Shunky brings him back in. And he goes for a head pinch, and he's going to hold him here, and the ref calls him out of bounds. 24-10. And Shunky's going to let him go. Or at least he's given the optional start that he's going to let him go. He looks for the cradle. He's got a shot at it. It looks pretty flat here. It's going to do it regardless, and it is going to be the pin, making the score 54-15. Moving on to 220 pounds, Owen Warren, a senior, returning state runner-up, returning state champion as a freshman. Ranked number 2 in the state, taking on Keaton. I have no idea how to say his last name. Keaton, a senior from Marshall. Wayrus. We might see a throw out of here. There we go. Owen Warren, great in those positions. Double overs, double unders, or even an over-under. He's got a leg figured four. Right to that chicken wing wrist series that you see the Brand Valley Lynx do so much. Owen works a little different series from it, almost into a tilt like you're seeing right here, where he'll look for some quick, cheap points, but then when he comes out of it, he'll look to get his hips back and settle in for the pin. No points there, but now he's walking the head. Marshall looks pretty strong here, but and now he's back to that wing half. He's got a wing wrist right now. Warren's getting close here. Now he's going to adjust. He's going to get this now. No. Wayus does a great job of fighting out of that position. Up to his feet and back down. 20 seconds left in the first period in favor of Owen Warren. Warren's in a inside leg Merkel position. 10 seconds. I'd expect to see him maybe just ride this one out as the clock ticks. When Warren's going to go neutral. Nope, he is going to go underneath Keaton to start the second period. Owen Warren coming off a second place finish at the Brookings Invite last weekend. It was a close match to Harrisburg's Aiden Viox in the final. A match where he ended up getting rode out most of the period. So this is a situation he definitely needs to work on. I'm happy to see him go underneath Wayus here to start the second. Initial first move was great, but now he's kind of stuck underneath him. You know, Wayus is a big kid himself, riding hard here, running wrists, doing a good job. He needs to probably get off to the side a little bit. The ref's starting to pay attention to that. You know, Owen's not doing a ton of work to come up. We got a stalemate here, 57 seconds left in the second period. And Owen Warren's not going anywhere right now. Owen Warren's had an opportunity to get out right now. He can cut through if he circles to his left, but he's still sitting right there. And Wayu's doing a good job of holding right there, and it looks like we may have some blood. I think it's Owen Warren's the one bleeding. Take a short break as they clean him up and clean the mat up. Not the worst time in the world for Owen Warren to get a fresh start.
While we have a break, everybody look up to the radio booth by the American flag. Thank Coach Meester for doing this TV for us tonight.
And we're back at it here. Second period resumes. 20 seconds left, and Owen Warren is back on bottom. Wayu's doing a good job. He's off to the side right now. This is a good opportunity for Owen to get to his knees and come up, but there is the stall call on Owen Warren. And that's going to do it for the second period. Keaton Wayus' his choice for the third, and he's going to go underneath Owen Warren. Wayus out right away. Nice hip action by him. And we got a 2-1 match. Owen Warren has been warned for stalling, so he has to stay active. I'll tell you, Wayus, he really wants to get in tight with Owen Warren, which is where he wants to be. If you're Owen Warren, he likes these positions, but Wayus, he's a big kid, and he might feel like he has a little bit of size over Warren in here. I'd like to see Owen look for some leg attacks in here. He can score from these positions. It's a matter of not keeping this match too close if you're him, because Wayus is going to start coming here. He knows he has no option to. We're about down to the last minute here in the third period. Nice attempt. He underhooked to a snatch single. Maybe something to get the ref off his back a little bit. Not a horrible attempt. Owen Warren's got a nice underhook on here. If he could get Keaton Wayus' head down and get him in a front headlock position, he could chew a lot of clock right now. And here Wayus is going to start coming. I can tell you the ref is watching closely here. Nice job dropping down if you're Owen Warren, and he maybe wisely let go of it. Underhook for Warren. 30 seconds left here in the third period. Warren's doing a good job of going forward. Maybe very wise to shoot Wayus off the mat there. 22 seconds left. Another nice shot attempt by Wayus. 15 seconds. Warren's doing a good job of going forward. He's got the match stuff, and that's going to do it. I don't think there's enough time for anything else to happen. Good match. Both guys, Keaton Wayus, great match. And the score, 57-15. As we move into the last match of the night, sophomore Navarro Shunky taking on Caleb Witt, a senior from Marshall, Minnesota. Shunky going for his third state title as a sophomore. He won it as an 8th grader and freshman. He is currently ranked #1 in the nation and coming off a double national championship event in Fargo this summer, as he won freestyle and Greco at the Cadet National Championship. So he's about as good as they come here. You're going to see him work a little more on top than that of his brother, and he's back in that same series, but switches off to a cradle, and this is going to be it, as Navarro gets the first period pin, making the duel 63-15. 63-15 in favor of the Lynx, who are now off until next week when they take on Mitchell and Watertown. Have a good night.